Sometimes I wonder, do I belong with the fish below the bridge? Not metaphorically, literally. There are nights, cold ones, silent ones, when I stand above the water, and the only thing louder than my heartbeat is the stillness calling me. The people around me, they walk past me every day, nodding as if I belong, as if I've got it together because I wear the costume they recognize. The costume of a man, shoulders straight, eyes forward, voice steady. But they don't know what's underneath that suit, how much effort it takes just to exist inside it. They think that because I'm a man, I must have figured it out by now. I must have my shit together. But the reality is the exact opposite. I'm collapsing beneath the performance. Behind the eyes they see is a loop, a reel of regrets, mistakes, disappointments, echoes of things I said I'd fix and never did. I've destroyed my body until the damage has become irreversible. Not all at once, not some violent moment. It was slower than that, more pathetic. 1,000 nights of mindless consumption, clicking, scrolling, escaping, trying to feel something real through a screen, trying to replace purpose with pleasure, and failing over and over. Maybe I was too curious. Maybe I looked for meaning in places built to strip it away. Maybe I wandered too far from the line, and now I can't find my way back. I always told myself, I'll change tomorrow. But tomorrow never came. It was always just another mirror, reflecting the same tired eyes, the same defeated soul. So me, the little pathetic geezer I was the other day, only now with one more layer of shame, one more failure hidden beneath my skin. I scroll through social media and see people flaunting their love, perfect couples in sunsets, handwritten notes, wedding rings, smiles that reach their eyes, and I just sit there. The love I have, it's from God, or at least it used to be. Now I think it's fading every day, not because he left, but because I did. I stopped showing up, stopped listening, stopped praying when the silence got too loud, stopped believing that even he could love me. After everything I've done, every time I see a beautiful woman, my subconscious doesn't let me admire, just whispers, you don't deserve her. And I always believe it, because deep down, I think it's true. I have no faith in myself, not in my body, not in my face, not even in my existence. People talk about self-worth like it's a light switch, like you just decide to love yourself. But what do you do when your reflection makes you sick? When your own skin feels like a prison? The only one who would cry if I died today would be my fries. The joke I tell to hide a truth I don't say out loud. Because my mother is gone, and she was the only one who could look at me and still see something worth loving. She saw past the layers, past the mess. She saw me. Now that she's gone, no one looks at me like that anymore. No one sees me. Not really. I am a disgrace. No one should love me. No one should even try. It would be a punishment to them. I've watched a dozen videos on self-improvement. Clean your room. Take cold showers. Meditate. Cut dopamine. Hustle. Rise and grind. But none of it fixed me. Because you can't build on top of a cracked foundation. And mine's not just cracked. It's crumbling. That's why I hear them. The fish. Not real voices, of course. Not insanity. Just a soft suggestion. A whisper through the current. They tell me, I don't belong up here. I never did. They tell me the surface is for the worthy. And I should come lie with them. At the bottom, where it's cold, quiet, and there's no light. I wasn't always this way. There was a time, distant now, blurred at the edges, when I still believed in things, when I still believed in me. It's strange how memory works, how a single smell, a sound, a patch of light through the curtain can pull you backward into a moment you thought you'd buried. I remember my mother's voice, not the words, not anymore, but the tone, warm, unshaken, like no matter how loud the world was, she would always be the quiet inside it. She used to sit with me, back when I was small, before the world taught me shame, and she'd run her fingers through my hair, like she was smoothing out all the pain before it could settle. She called me her little lighthouse, said I had a light in me, but I don't feel it now. I haven't for years. I don't think she'd recognize what's left of me. She died on a Wednesday. At least that's what they told me. The days blurred together after that, like someone pressed pause on time, but forgot to tell the clocks. Everything changed. Not like a movie moment, no dramatic breakdown, Just silence. A heavier kind. One that filled the corners of the room. And didn't leave. She was the only one who didn't expect me to be strong all the time. The only one who didn't need me to wear the mask. After she left, I started building walls. Not to keep people out, but to trap myself in. I thought if I kept everything inside, maybe I wouldn't feel so raw all the time. Maybe the world wouldn't see how empty I was becoming. But grief is not something you contain. It seeps. It stains. And over time, it changes you. School was hell. I wasn't bullied. Not in the way people usually mean. I was ignored. The kind of invisibility that erodes you, where people forget your name, forget you were in the room. I became the ghost in the group photo. The quiet kid. The weird one that they thought I was just shy. But it was deeper than that. I had nothing to offer. Nothing to say that mattered.